Vikings visiting the Lions. The Lions are 2.5-point favorites. This line has moved up.
Yeah.
Opened at 1.5. Moved up today, like in the last few hours. I don't know if it's because I picked the Lions on our daily show, Green Dot Daily, that airs at noon Eastern on Action Network HQ and in the app. But I'm going to ED this. Exec decision on the Lions. I still like the Lions at less than a field goal. 94% of the money on the Lions right now, but 57% on the Vikings. So it's a pro Joe game, pros on the Lions. They're just a better team. Like, I know it sounds crazy to say it. The Vikings, again, a one-score game, gave up nearly 500 yards to the Jets. The Jets punted one time. They scored one touchdown. Like, the Lions, since Amon-Ra St. Brown came back, since they had their bye, the Lions are comparable to the Bengals in terms of their rankings for advanced metrics on offense and defense. And they're lights out at home. So I love the Lions in this spot. By the way, Simon, we're 2 Lions wins away from cashing our over ticket for the season, which was probably our biggest preseason win total future. Do you agree or disagree? Lions exec decision. Exec decision by Chad Millman.
Yeah, of course I'm on it. This is one of these games I bet early. Bet the Lions when they open as a dog. It flipped right away, I think Sunday night, to them being favorite. It's a classic game of public perception versus professional bettors, how they view certain teams and certain lines. But if this hits 3.5 for the Vikings, the value is going to flip. And that's the toughest part about doing this, where it's like, I want to take the Lions 2.5. I'd still take them like Chad's doing right now. I think that's a good number. But in a divisional game like this, if it gets to 3, the Lions don't blow teams out usually. Like, that was insane what they did last week. They usually play close games. That's what the Vikings do as well. They've had 2 losses this year. Both those losses, they got blown the hell out. Every other game has been a one-score game. They've won. So I'm with you. They're lucky as hell, but I've been paying for it. Like, my 2 biggest bets I won this year, one was the Eagles against them. The other one was Dallas against them. But I'm giving a lot of it back last week. New England, yeah, I can say they were unlucky and that was a lot of special teams BS. The Vikings won that game. The Jets game, what was a crazy stat? The Jets had five trips to the red zone. They were 5 for 5 on field goals, so they didn't score a single touchdown. The Vikings went 3 for 3 on touchdowns on the other end. So yeah, they keep winning by weird ways, and that's just kind of how teams are. So we'll be able to get value next year fading them, but there could be that wonky team, Chad. So as long as you know that, as we back the Lions, it sucks. It's like the worst feeling right now as you bet against this Vikings team, because that felt like the right side last week with the Jets. It felt like everything went exactly as we thought it would. I thought there'd be a lot of points because they didn't understand how good Mike White was. He'd have a chance to win it there at the end, and it just didn't happen. So not going to overreact to not cashing bets 2 weeks in a row. I'll stay with Chad, stay the course, keep fading this Vikings team who's just getting very, very lucky these last couple of weeks. So under 3, you should grab that Lions line.
Grab it. Grab it. It won't last, folks.